Welcome back, bingers. I got a killer comic for you today. I got this indie thing here called Brutal Planet. As you can see, here's the cover. We're going to flip it around on the back. There's no barcode on the back either, so I don't know a whole lot about this, but I do know it's issue 2 here. And you see it's credited. We got Kimball as the artwork here, 94, but this comic was actually put out in 2002 by Neko Press. Some great art. But this is definitely going to be a look at this type of video because the art in here is phenomenal. So let's crack it open and check it out. We got Brutal Planet, created and written by Matt Kimball, layouts by Matt, and the cover art and interior art by Dark One. And I'll get into that a little bit later at the end of the video. And publisher and editor Billy Martinez, production and lettering Mindwinder Studios, Mickey Clausen. And take a minute, you can check out this art here of this female minotaur, or centaur rather, or centauress, I guess. Well, take a look at this, the detail. I hope the camera is picking up the artwork here, but I imagine her sounding something like, "Welcome back. Somewhere on the top of this wall, the scout that left this food down here at the base is getting put back to sleep. I can't get up the wall like him, so I must go around the follow. Hopefully I can catch all the action, cause my stomach's full now as well." And just look at the amount of detail on her clothing and all the jewelry on her ears. Look at her hands, how she's holding the food. And, you know, obviously something violent and gory happened here. And this is actually Dark One's art signature. We're going to get around over here. Let me look up at the top of the wall and just kind of see a glimpse of something. And I think it's cool how they do this this is the bottom of the page. You're looking up. From the plains I saw the black figure unload road round after round into him. We're going to zoom in a little bit. I hope that, again, I hope the camera is picking up this detail, and this video is going to be a lot of, look at that. You see the guy laying there. This other guy standing over top of him. Look at the detail on her again in just this panel. You see, obviously we know this guy's a bad guy, and he's reloading his pistol here. And he's got a lot of like the ancient Eastern style clothing here, like the samurai armor and the hat. And he's reloading this funky looking gun, and it's hissing because it's hot from unloading round after round. And silently this guy is sneaking up behind him. I saw the last monk of Vemix run up. And kind of, you know, this cool detail that they're always doing. He jumps up in the air. Look at his armor here on his legs and stuff like that. He turns around, you know, smoke coming from his pistol. You get to see a little bit more of what this guy looks like from up front. Paf! He lands down on his head like that. Slips down. You see the guy pull out a little glowing thing here as he slips down off his head. Poof, a little smoke bomb. The other guy defends. I am the last of the light. And he ping clang his pistol out of the way as the smoke's going off. Tells him, give up. Baff, the guy blocks it, grabs his stick there, bats the pistol out of the guy's hand, and you see the pistol flying, poof. You are already dead. And look at this kick, poof. Look at him kicking like through his chest at there. I love it. This guy just hammers back, whop, bash in the head. And he grabs his armor from the punch right there. Fool! And he twists it, crack, and he twists him around. The guy throws away the staff, and he sweeps his leg. Guy jumps up, he slides underneath of him. He slips underneath the other side. He pulls out his samurai sword. They stand off there. And again, I hope the camera's picking up the detail on all this guy's armor here. And look at the muscles on this guy's back and his stance there. And his clothes, I mean, that looks incredible. I hope the camera's picking that up. He flips off some smoke grenades, backs off. He's standing there looking. And he takes off down there off the top of the wall where they're at. Smoke flying around in there like that. And he says, yes, run for your life. And that's just a great shot there. I'll give you an idea. This wall running all the way down these badlands here out in the middle of nowhere. He walks over the guy. checks on still alive. He starts walking. And back to Vensk. Just the shadowing and stuff in here, even on the little details. Incredible. Vensk, the holy city, and as you can see, I'm gonna let you look at this for a minute and see how it's all ruined and tattered. Down in the lab, and just the amount of detail, the stuff that they put like on the wall and in the room around this guy to give you an idea of where you're at and what's going on. And you can see he's pulling out the bullets out of this guy with the tongs or whatever you call them. And you see more of his mouth come in, and we finally get to take a look at our guy here. Because again, this is issue 2. I don't have issue 1 or any of the other issues. I'll get to the end of that video at the end of the video. But we see our guy there. And it looks like he's doing either some type of like a prayer or a ritual or magic spell or something like that over the guy. And you see he's got this, and he pours either the magic elixir or the medicine or whatever it is over the guy. Oh, and you notice how he's got these Japanese style shoes. I think they're called Gaita or something like that. I love that. So for 2 days he slept. We see a close up of his belt buckle and foreshadows it's something important. Yes, get up. You're alive. No. You'll be weak for a few days. Who are you? And again, I'm just gonna sit here for a minute and let you guys take in the amount of detail they put into this character here. And different stuff in his room you can see from a different angle. I am Talgot Thickskin, but I've been dreaming so long I'm not sure. I am Elios. Slurps down his super good stew he's got there. I've gathered some supplies. Your remedies are in here too. And then you see him doing push-ups. 112, 113, 114. These are for you as he passes on these 2 weapons. Checks them out. Nice. I feel a lot stronger thanks to you. Again, look at the motion in his hands, the detail in his artwork, the shadowing. Incredible. It's time to go. Thanks. I owe you my life. You still have worms in you, so take your medicine. The detail in this building is incredible. I cannot thank you enough. If you live, just return one day and rebuild. I will, and I'll bring back many soldiers. Good luck. A quiet day of steady travel. And I love how just the detail in the shadow here gives you an idea of where the sun is in the sky, and you can imagine him walking through these badlands, just twisting his arm around with his weapon there. Though desolate and harsh, the Blacklands are full of life. You see this little sniff, and even like the air kind of like going off in his directions. And again, the details, shadowing on this. Let me come out here and check this out. Sniff, snort. The ground raises up. You are never alone. And this humongous thing just comes up out of the ground like this. Look at the teeth on that thing, and he's walking, and he turns around. And then the old Metal Gear Solid, blimp! He turns around, and I imagine this is him like digging his heels in. Like, on your mark, get set. And the thing goes, rah! It starts taking off. Look at the breathing out of its spout, snort, or whatever the hell it is there. And he's taking off. You ever have a dream where you're running so fast your feet aren't touching the ground? He's running here. This thing's coming after him. You see this rock here, and I love how they write in the word snatch right there. As he grabs this rock, comes around, and you can tell he's really chucking this thing. Ah! And it hits the monster's teeth like a crack. And it just broke a couple of his teeth off right there. And he stands his ground as the monster comes up. He's cracked right into the teeth there with his weapon. Gives it another rips some of its teeth out right there. Look at the artwork. Look at the motion. You can tell everything is moving around. Cracks it in the teeth one more time. Whack. What's going on here? What's going on? Uh-oh. You see him going in the mouth of the creature. He loses his weapon there. Oh, I love how you can see the heel of his foot. Like he really drew it in. The monsters. You hear rip, crunch, blood coming out of the monster's mouth. Oh, you see a spurter. You can kind of see the guy in there. What are you doing? You see a spurt of blood out there. And it's screaming. And you see inside the guy, he's got this little sword there. And he's stabbing the thing from inside. And that monster hurls around like this. Check out this next part. Look at the detail on this one right here, too. But you're gonna love this. I love how the artist did this. He's shaking all around him. Stabs through his spurting blood. And he comes around. He's stabbing it in the brain or whatever there. You can see his legs inside the mouth while the rest of him is coming out the other side. Stabbing in the brain. Falls back in. The fatal blow takes hold. And the avid killer's feast begins again. So he's hanging out inside there eating. And then we see a change in time. It's nighttime now and he pops out. Guts and blood splattering off of him. And he hops down off the mountain. The stench will soon attract other creatures. Look, you can't let the shadow. I love even just how he draws the night sky. A light jog so as to not throw up the hard-earned meal. In the middle of the night, a straight line is set for the gate. Morning, as we see the sunrise coming up. That's just character. Oh man. He walks in here. He thinks the bright sun should keep the vermin underground at the gate. Just an incredible angle. The pirate. He's looking up in here. Don't move as he turns around. Are you, and remember those words, are you. You see how this guy's dressed, kind of like in that ancient Eastern Japanese or whatever. You see the guy standing there. This is ours out. So remember those words, are you, ... He dips to the side, he fires, but you can see he gets a little pew right there in the arm. He comes up, he grabs his rifle, folds it up, look at the ears, come whapa. Look at the power in that kick and how his other arm is up here like that. He grabs the rifle, spins it around, cracks, breaks. You can see that he breaks the rifle butt off on the side of a guy's head. His goggles fly off and stuff like that. He shoves him down on the ground. He does this handstand. I guess he's basically doing a handstand on his throat, just choking him. Again, just a sequential art in here. It's phenomenal. And then he hops down, starts going through his stuff there, grabs his goggles and his coat and that rifle. And remember what he asks, are you ... And he says, yes, I am. To be continued. And it says Brutal Planet Plaguelands issue 2, copyright Matt Kimball on the Neko Press. It's coming out of California, USA. And here's some other stuff out by Neko Press. So I did a little bit of research. As far as I can tell, Dark One is Greg Williams, but I don't know if this says more about me than him, but I don't know who that is. I haven't heard his name dropped, and I haven't heard Matt Kimball's name. Right? Yeah, Matt Kimball. So if anybody knows whatever happened to these guys, let me know or make a video. Let everybody else know what's going on. And where I got this book. I got this book at Ollie's Army. Like when they had those, everybody knows them now because they have the DC and the Marvel graphic novels, but back in like years before that, they had those super value pack things there. Grabbed one of them, and this was buried inside there. Again, this has no barcode or anything like that, so I don't know where it came from or anything like that. But I had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out this comic that I had never heard of before. Incredible art, and until next time, I'll see you in the back issues.